Okay, students, we're going to go look over how you did on some of the problems. I'm going to go ahead and write up here time zone map because just like this is just a map, just like any other map we've looked at, and every map needs a title to help us understand what it's about. So let's go ahead and start with our first question. What time zone is Texas in? Texas right here. Down right here at the bottom is where it says the names of the time zones. Okay, this is kind of like our legend. If there's not a box to say legend, there's somewhere on the map that will tell you, that will explain what things mean. In this case, it's at the bottom. So the answer to the first question would be Central. Okay, question 2. The day starts earlier the further blank you are. Okay, the first thing we got to do is we'll just look at the example map right here. It says 4 p.m. right here, 3 p.m., 2 p.m. So it looks like the further east you are, the further along it is. Okay, so that tells us the further east you are. And of course, the main reason that you should know is that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Okay, so that means the further east you are, these states right here, like Maine especially, it's the furthest east, is the first state to see the sun. Question 3. How many hours are there between each time zone? So again, this is like our legend down here, all this information at the bottom. Each time zone is divided by these lines. And then you see that each time zone there is 1 hour between each one. Meaning that when it's 2 p.m. in Mountain Time, it's 3 p.m. in Central. When it's 1 p.m. in Pacific, it's 4 p.m. in Central, or in Eastern Time, I'm sorry. Okay, so there's 1 hour in between each time zone. Okay, question 4. If you go west 2 time zones, what should you do? Remember, if you're going west, you're going back. Okay, so that means you'll have to subtract. Just like it says here, it goes from 3 to 1. That's less. You have to subtract 2. So the answer would be A, subtract 2 hours. Question 5. If you go east 1 time zone, what should you do? So you go, let's say we're in Texas, and we go east 1 time zone. We will have to add 1 hour because they are ahead of us. Just like it shows here, when it's 3 p.m. here, it's 4 p.m. here. They're 1 hour ahead of us. We have to move our watches 1 hour forward. Questions 6 through 8. When it is 6 p.m. in Texas, what time is it in the following states? Well, let's start with California. In California, over here, it's west 2 time zones. So just like our example, it's 2 hours less. So that means it'd be 4 p.m. Okay, the state of Minnesota. Now, even though Minnesota is a long ways away from Texas, it's still in the same time zone. So that means when it's 6 p.m. in Texas, it is also 6 p.m. in Minnesota. Okay, last one, Florida. Florida is, you see here, is divided by a time zone between Texas and Florida. So that means it's to the east, so it's going to go forward 1 hour. We're going to add 1 hour. So when it's 6 p.m. in Texas, 7 p.m. in Florida. Okay, last problem. Let's go ahead, and when it's 7 p.m. in California, what time is it in the following states? Well, Hawaii. Hawaii is west of Florida, 1, 2 time zones. So that means it's 2 hours behind. So when it's 7 p.m. here, 2 hours behind that would be 5 p.m. Okay? Now Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 1, 2 time zones to the east of it. So that means when it goes east, we have to add, just like how this is getting bigger. So we have to add 2 hours. So when it's 7 here, it's going to be 9 o'clock in Oklahoma. And in Texas and all the other states in Central Time Zone. Okay, that's it. Hopefully you got 100%.